Time for some Twitter tea with a little Instagram thrown in. Today's Twitter tea is about Katie Joy without a crystal ball, or KJ, whatever you want to call her. She is off the rails right now, in my opinion. And yes, this video is just my opinions and should never be construed as facts. Oh, where do we begin? There's so much. You know, I haven't done many on her lately because it's just rinse and repeat. But I feel like what she's done the last couple days is just so horrific. You know, there's never anybody's life she's not afraid to try to trash and diminish. I love this tweet. My Twitter is beyond boring. No one comments or likes anything. I'll be on Instagram. Please. How many times? What does this make? 500 times now she's threatened to leave Twitter. Come on, Katie. We all know you're never going to go. And we all know nobody comments because you delete everything. Which is what everybody said. And she says that's not true. It's absolutely true. Why would anybody bother commenting? Because you're just going to block them. Or delete them, or both. Then she's been on this big thing against any kind of religion. It's not just Christians or fundies, or it doesn't matter what religion it is. She's going to go after you, which I think is just so disrespectful. I can't believe that people are letting her do this and not calling her on the carpet for it. When did it become okay to make fun of everybody's religion? I've heard her make fun of Catholics, Christians, fundies. I believe one time it was Methodist. It doesn't matter. She's going to go after it. I just don't understand how she keeps getting away with this. And then she wants to act like she supports other women, which we all know is so blatantly not true. Name one woman you have supported, Katie. Just one. I'd like to see it. Because even with Jill, she hates her one day, loves her the next, hates her the next. It's just, you know, she will never stay true to anybody. Not any women out there. I don't know. I think she must live such a lonely life. It's got to be, because she doesn't like men either. So, I don't know what could have happened in her background to make her hate religion so much. And, you know, I don't belong to an organized religion, but I have a very deep faith that's gotten me through my darkest times. So, I don't know. The turnabout she did is so odd to me. I've met other atheists that would never think of putting down other religions the way she does. They just don't do that. And then she's talking about all her trolls and her bullies. That never ends. That's just a constant rinse and repeat. She just never stops with it. But then the other day, I'm sure some of you have heard about a man named Preacher Boy. She invited him on her live. And the minute she got him on there, she was all fangirling him, touching her hair, kind of flirty, acting like a young woman instead of her age. Oh, I had such secondhand embarrassment watching it. It was truly embarrassing how she acted. And this poor guy, he's like, said he was laying on the couch when he got the invite to come on her live with her. And I think he just kind of jumped on there and didn't even know what he was doing or who she was. Probably just thought, you know, here's a person with a lot of followers. I'll jump on here, see what goes on. But this is what I always say. You got to be careful about who you attach yourself to on the internet. Because people can look mighty fine and be the exact opposite. I think this is especially true on TikTok. So this poor guy, once he gets off her live, people kind of warn him not to do things with Katie because it always comes back to bite you on the butt. It will never go well for the other person, right? We've seen it over and over with Katie. Oh my gosh, how many people has she stabbed in the back once she had him on her show, or she went on their show, or yeah, it's consistent. So I guess people went to his Twitter and warned him to be careful, that he might want to look into her and see what Katie's really all about. So initially she puts this on her Twitter I want to thank Preacher Boy for joining me on my Instagram Live. His podcast has been instrumental in working to dismantle the IFB cult and exposing all the abuse that happens within the group. And as you can see, somebody in the comments put, this didn't age well. Oh, it didn't go well at all, because once people warned him and he looked into her himself, he decided to make an announcement that he was not going to do any further things without a crystal ball. And I thought he was very respectful. He didn't say much, just that, after some research, he wasn't going to do anything further with her. And then I guess she started messaging him, and he didn't answer her message quick enough. So then she puts this out there. Everybody knows that this allegedly is about him. So she starts spewing this crap, hinting strongly, in my opinion, that he may have raped or harmed women. It's horrible. It's horrific. And her live she did was much worse, where she talks about him and what he may and may not have done. I feel so bad for this guy. He does not deserve what she is doing. And if I was him, I would get an attorney stat. Normally, I don't believe in suing and doing all that, because you guys know I always say it's stressful and costs money. But I think she went so far it'd be worth doing, in my opinion. But this poor guy, he's taken so much heat. All of her new fans that haven't seen her history have gone on his Instagram and are just destroying him on there, leaving comment after comment about what a great person Katie is. Here's the messages he posted with her. And again, I think he's very respectful. Katie, just because he didn't answer your messages the second you sent them, some of us have a life off the internet. We have work, we have spouses, we have kids, we have just time to go outside and be with nature. All those things that people do that aren't addicted to the internet 24/7. Like people with life, Katie. That's what it is. So I just hate for this guy that this happened to him. And this is what I say. It's never going to end well if you hook up with Katie Joy. Any reasonable person would have just been like, hey, good, we just won't do anything together. And most people probably wouldn't have said anything. They would have just let it go and moved on about their business. But Katie has to blow it up into this huge thing, make all kinds of innuendo about this man, of what he might have done. It's just horrible. I had to speak out on this because it's not right. He doesn't deserve what she gave him or what her fans are giving him. I almost put a clip here of her live where she's talking about him, but it's so horrible that I don't even want to put it out there. I don't know what goes through her head after being sued like she was and thinking you can just put stuff out there about somebody that you know nothing about and have no proof of, and yet put it out there that he may have done some of these things because he used to be in that religion. That's horrible. You just don't do that. But again, I keep saying there's no line Katie won't cross, so here's yet another line that most of us would never cross, that she jumped over. She loves the drama. Apparently she loves to flirt with being sued at all times. I don't know. It's crazy. I think this Duggar stuff has so gone to her head. She's just high on herself right now. But I always warn, and I warned a friend of mine the other day, which has nothing to do with this, but I always say, you have to be humble. No matter how famous you are, or how rich you are, or whatever, be humble. Because if you're not, things have a way of humbling you. I just feel that in my soul. An old friend of mine told me that years and years ago when I got kind of semi-famous for painting. And I was painting on the new news and stuff. And I don't think I was getting a big head, but maybe I was. I don't know. And she was just really sweet. And she said, just always remember to be humble. So, Katie, you need to humble yourself. Because you're riding high right now. But, when just a couple months ago you were bawling your eyes out that you weren't making any money and you had to pay all these attorney fees. And, you of all people should know that life can turn on a dime. And it can all be different by tomorrow. I mean, we all learned that in 2020. And Katie should have learned it in spades. The thing is, this thing with her saying she's an advocate, now she says she never said that. Then she says she's a reporter and says she never said that. Then she's a journalist and she never said that. But then by next week she'll be a reporter again. It just makes the mind swim. You can't make it up. You just can't. But I just wanted to get on here and do a quick Twitter tea. This stuff just gets under my skin sometimes. That's why I have to turn away. I have to turn away and go have fun with my grandkids and my kids and my husband and my dogs. So I don't let this stuff get to me. Hoping you guys had a great week. It's almost over. Yay! Our slow time is coming. So I'm hoping in the next few weeks I can get back to my regular YouTube schedule because it's sure a stress relief for me and I miss seeing all of you. I feel like you're all my people and I miss my people. But anyway, have a great afternoon. Hold your family close.